welcome to Live Long in Color. I want to thank everyone for stopping by and joining me today. Today's video, I am going to show you 4 books that I have completed so far this year. All 4 books are on my list of the 10 books that I want to complete this year, so I'm doing pretty good on that. I'm also going to give you a really quick update on where I'm at on that list. So before I get started, I would like to thank everyone who has subscribed to my channel, liked and commented on my videos. You're all so greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. And now let's get started. Okay, so out of the 10 books that I have designated to finish this year, I have completed 4, like I said, so that leaves 6 more to go. One of the original ones that I had was Flowers and Mandalas from F. Shanaz Bach. I took it off the list. I wasn't enjoying it. It was becoming tedious for me. So I switched it out with Nature by Duncan Smith. I originally had 340 pages to complete, and as of right now I have done 246, so that leaves me 94. I probably will finish 2, maybe 3 more before December, but the Party Patterns and Year in Flowers, I'm just doing a certain amount each month and no more than that, so those will take me throughout the whole year. So pretty much that's the update. Now let's get into the books. The first book that I have here is Cute Cats by Sach and Sach Diva. I did the whole book with crayons, either Crazy Art or Crayola. I did a few of them where I outlined them in pencil. Like this one, you can tell I outlined it in pencil, and I think it made the colors pop a little more. There were some that I didn't follow the color scheme the whole way, like this one. This grass here that I colored as grass should have been peach, and I didn't like it, so I changed it. But for the most part, I did follow exactly what the colors were. One thing I like about Sach and Sach Diva's color by number is all the books have the same 21 color palette, and they're not different shades of the same color. Like you may have a light blue and a blue, but you're not going to have a sky blue, a baby blue, you know, all of that. So I really like coloring in his books. I think this book was really cute. I had a lot of fun doing it. And the pictures were fairly simple, which I like. So they didn't take a whole lot of time to do. And at some point, I'm going to do another book where I just do them all in crayons, because I find that it's something different. I don't like coloring with the same thing over and over and over again. This one, I do wish I left the snowman white. I regret putting the peach. I think it would look better if I'd have left it white. Okay, so that's it for Cute Cats by Sach and Sach Diva. Okay, so the next book I have finished is Dragon Fantasy, Mosaic Color by Number, Black Background by Color Questopia. I only did the dragon pages. I did not do any of the bonus pages. Those I have taken out and made a disc-bound book of them. On these, for the most part, I did the dragon and like the landscaping, I guess you'd call it, in a marker. And like this one, I did the background in marker, but I think after this, I pretty much did all the backgrounds with Crayola twistable crayons. Plus, I also did a few of these, like right here. I did a few of them all with twistable pencils from Crayola. Like here's another one. And I think this one is the last one I did like that. And then the rest of them is all marker with Crayola crayons for the backgrounds. I didn't want to use markers in the background because it would have eaten up a lot of marker. They used a lot of blue. I had a lot of fun with this book, but I can tell you, I did not like the colors. Like in this one, they had brown, light brown, medium brown, dark brown, and chocolate. Do we really need that many browns? I mean, what's the difference between brown and medium brown? Or chocolate? Dark orange, orange, light orange, bright orange. The oranges in particular were difficult because I did not have that many different colored oranges in the pens that I had, so it was kind of hard to find a whole bunch of different ones. So yeah, and then they had light blue, baby blue, sky blue. I just think the colors were too similar, so pretty much for the blues I just used three different Crayola crayons from the Twistables and went with that. But even though I still had a lot of fun with this one, and this was Dragon Fantasy Black Background by Color Quistopia. Okay, next is God and Goddesses, adult coloring book by Ava Brown. This is one of my favorite books that I worked on this year. I had a lot of fun with this. I did them all with various markers and glitter gel pens. There are a few that I did with pencil. This one I did the pencil and then I used a metallic marker. I used a lot of metallic markers with this. And like I said, I had a lot of fun. I did pretty much 2 pages each month. Now on some of them, I did the background with Crayola confetti, or sometimes I used the Crayola crayon for like the grass or the rocks and stuff. Because now on this one, I did 2 of the same one. I made a mistake on this one and didn't really like it that well, and then I did it again. Now what I find is funny is how different they look just by doing something slightly different with each of the picture. They came out looking so totally different, and I really like that. So, and then this is another one that I did twice. These are the only 2 that I did that with. I did him originally in this one in pencil, and I didn't like it that much, so I did him again with marker. But yeah, I'm kind of sad this one's done. I'm glad and sad at the same time because I did have a lot of fun doing them. This is one of my favorites just because I like all the neon bright colors that I used. I like him too. I outlined a lot with glitter gel pens. This one, like I used, I just did him with marker and glitter gel pen, and the rest of the background was all with confetti crayons. Here's one I did in pencil. This is my least favorite one of my least favorites. I didn't like the way her hair looked, although I went back and used glitter gel pens for the eyes just so they would stand out a little bit. This is my favorite picture in here that I did. I just love the way that she came out. I love her colors and the gold. It just looks really nice. Here's one that I did all of this with crayons, and then I just outlined the rocks and pencil a bit. And now we're getting into the ones I did this month, which I will go into more detail at the end of the month when I do my completed pages. And that's it for God and Goddesses, adult coloring book by Ava Brown. Okay, the final book that I finished this month was 100 Magnificent Mandalas by Creative Mandala. When I disc bound them, they were too many pages because they're all on cardstock to put in one, so I did 50 in one book and 50 in another. This one, I did have the physical copy, but I did it all because it also came with a PDF. I did it all on PDF. I love doing mandalas, and I had a lot of fun with these, so I ended up doing quite a few. I think I had 80 some pages to do at the beginning of this year, and I did them all with glitter gel pen, with the exception of a few. This is one of the few that I did in marker. I used my system, my system for picking out the gel pens, where I just go in order by how they're in my carrying case for them. I used, here's another one that I did with marker. I used Teo Tree, Aeon Arts, Cali Art, I can't think, there was a couple other ones, Tan Mint, and there was another one that I just can't, oh, Sioux Color was another one that I used. And yeah, I had a lot of fun. You can always tell the ones that I did with Aeon Arts because they're the ones that have like a very monochromatic color scheme. I love this. I love the pastels, the ones that came out pastel. This one I used glitter gel pen, but then I did the background in marker, mainly because I don't mind leaving white spaces, but that would have left way too many white spaces. So, and then here's one where I used washi tape in the middle. There's a lot of different kinds. Now, one thing you'll notice that some of these go into like a little pattern where they're very similar. But if you don't do them back to back, it's not really that much of a problem. And I didn't find this boring or tedious or anything. It was just, they went pretty smoothly. Here's another one with the washi tape in the middle. Here's one that I did this whole section with marker, simply because I didn't want to use up a gel pen for that whole thing. And for the most part, with the exception of maybe one or two, I didn't put any kind of background in it. I just used the washi tape to frame it, and that's it. This one I used a lot of metallic gold, so it kind of looked like gears to me, so I used metallic gold. Okay, that's part one. And now we'll get into part two. I'm trying to go through these really quickly. I know there's a lot. 100 of them are a lot. What helped was I did my March Mandala Madness, where I was going to do 31 in 31 days, and I actually exceeded that, so I got quite a bit done just in the month of March. And I was doing at least, I think, at least 10 a month for the most part, so it went really quickly. This is one of those things that's really relaxing. You just sit, and especially when you're not worried about picking colors, I'm just going by the random system for the most part, and I didn't have to worry about what was going to be my next color. This is one of the only ones that I did two. I think what happened was I forgot that I had already printed it out, and I printed it out again. So I did this one, and I did this one. This is the first one I did. I can tell because it had a background in it, which I didn't do very often. This one I thought was funny. This was all random colors, and then when I went to put the washi tape, I found this washi tape that matched it almost exactly. I thought that was really nice. I never, you know, like I said, since everything was random, I never went by the washi tape. I would have to find a washi tape that I thought would fit it after I had already colored it. Some were probably more successful than others, but for the most part, I think I did a good job. On this one, I was using the real thick washi tape. It was like, I don't know, like that. And I would just cut it in sections so that I could use all on all four sides. This one I wish I was going randomly, so I just, you know, was going by the colors. But I almost wish I would have skipped a few and gone to a different color with these circles, because it blended in together too much, and I didn't like the way that came out very well. This is the only one that I did in pencil. Here we are, we're almost done. My plan is to start a new one. I have another book of 100 mandalas from Special Arts that's on PDF, and my plan is to start that soon. I'm going to take a little break from doing mandalas since I did so many here at the beginning of the year, and then I'll get started on it so that maybe I can have that as one of my 10 books next year. But I want to get quite a few done this year so I don't have all 100 to do in one year. And here we are, we're almost to the end. I like this blue washi tape with this. I think it looks really nice. And I think that's it. That's the last one. I really like this one too. It's really lacy looking. So that's it. All of my 4 books that I have completed this year so far. Thank you all for sticking by me throughout this whole video. And until I see you next time, stay safe, be happy, and live long in color. Bye-bye.